All right, welcome back to my OS hacking and development environment. Today I'm going to be implementing a little window close button in the Windows server because currently there's no way to close Windows. I'll show you what that looks like. So as you can see here, there's no way to close this clock, and I would like to put like a little button in the top right corner. I can click to close it. See, none of these guys have close thingies. They just stay open forever, and that's not really that great. So I thought I would be implementing that today. And of course, we'll be starting in the window manager. And we're, right here in this function called paint window frame. This is called for every single window. Actually, every time we compose the screen, then we paint the window frames for every single frame. So that's going to be the first thing that we do. Is just to draw a little button or something. Let's see. First, let's decide what the rect should be. So I have this thing called the title bar TitleRect. And title bar inner rect. Actually, yeah, that's the one I meant. Close button rect. And where am I going to put that? Let's say, how big is the button going to be? Let's say 10 pixels. 10 by 10. Wait, hold on. And then 0. Top. Yeah. And close button size. Oh, why do you keep auto-completing font? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so like that. Then let's just fill rect. Let's just try to draw some red there and see how that turns out. It's not exactly where I would like it to be, so I'm just going to tweak that a little bit. Let's say that we start at the right button margin. Okay, and then we can also say that the close button side is the title or inner rect. We'll do like that. Okay, it's kind of nice. Maybe the margin is a little big actually. Let's just use a 1 for the margin. Well, that's cool for now. Let's just go with that for now, and then we can tweak it later. So let's make it actually do something. So this thing is going to be more useful as a helper. So let's say close button rect for window. And we're going to go ahead and make a little helper function here that does exactly this. Close button rect for window. Oh, back up. Title bar inner rect. Where did we get that from? It's the title bar text rect for the window rect. Okay. Oops. And yeah, I can put that here. And both of those guys are just gonna go up here actually. A little helper. Cool. Okay. And then when we handle the mouse events, this is definitely a title bar mouse event. So let's see if it's inside the title bar rect, then we pass it there. So let's go ahead and say if close button rect for window contains. So if the mouse event is inside the close button, then we'll do that thing. And I think we should just use the same prototype. Okay. And we can do our own thing here. WS window manager, close button mouse event. Right. Oh yeah, and window, okay. And then we'll say and type. If it's a mouse down, and the mouse button is the left mouse button, then let's just, unceremoniously kill the thing. Or well, let's not just kill the thing, but let's send him friendly event. So let's see, auto close event, WS event. Oh, hold on. I don't call these events anymore. I call them messages. WS message. Close. Okay. And let's see what that thing looks like. Window close request. Should we call it window close request? Let's see. I guess we should allow the window to have a say in this. So we can call it a window close request. Yeah, okay. Okay. Close request message, and then how do we post events here? Oh, it's that simple? Just on message? Wait, is that really what we do? I guess so. Okay. Seems kind of overkill to have a heap allocation for that. In fact, why am I making a heap allocation? Okay. Yep. And then let's go to on message and see what this guy will do. Because what we really want to do is send an event to the client. Window close request. Okay. And we have to make one of these guys. Guess I just need to go and add that enum. Window close request. Okay. Yep. And then that's going to show up in the G event loop. So let's see, how does this work again? Oh yeah, and then we would say GUI event type handle window close request. Yeah, and then we'll make one of these. Window close request event. Okay. And I guess we don't really need the event here actually, because I mean we can just do it like that, because we don't need to look at it. But we need to be posting an event to the window, and it's going to be a G event close request. Yep. And then we have to go and make one of those events up here, close request. It's a window close request. Let's call it that consistently everywhere. Okay. And then in G window, in event, it's going to show up here. Okay. And then if event type G event window close request. Let's see. So I guess right now we can just default to actually just closing, because we don't need to implement like hooking the event and like you know, hooking the event and being able to do something differently instead of just closing. So we can just go ahead and actually close and return. So I think we have window close, delete later. Oh geez, what does that do? Yeah. Okay, so I wonder if all this builds. So one interesting thing now is going to be that like once you close the window, then the event loop is still going to keep going because it doesn't know that there's nothing left to do. So probably we should add the feature that that the event loop will just exit if there are no more windows. So let's just have a look at this real quick. Tap. And look at that, he exited. And a little bit of an assertion failure there, that's not very nice, so, but he did exit, so that's cool. G window 182, okay. Let me just clean that up, okay. G window 182. Why are being updated of all things? G window update. Rig change to blah, blah, blah. Okay. I mean, I guess it's just trying to repaint because the timer will keep going. Oh yeah, because the timer is just going to keep going. Right, there's a timer that drives the clock, and that thing is just going to keep going even though the window was destroyed. So obviously that's not very good. So it needs to be that when the window is deleted, then he needs to tear down the main widget. So let's start doing that. Because we have to tear down the widget tree, or this is going to get very, very messy. Let's see if we can just make the user land. Yeah, faster builds that way. So this is untested. Let's see how it works. And now we have a crash instead. And where did we crash? We have an unrecoverable page fault reading this very suspicious pointer at AO2B. Right, let's just have a look at this guy. Wait, no, it wasn't in the kernel, it was in the clock. The event loop exec. So I'm guessing that in GObject, if we have a timer, then we don't stop it probably. So that's definitely one thing. Yeah, okay, so we should just always call stop timer. Oh, damn. I messed up my beautiful incremental build. Alright, let's make all. Damn it. Man, the build system is like slowly becoming more and more of a pain. It was so nice in the beginning when it took like less than a second to build the whole thing. Now it's starting to feel very C++y over here. With, I don't even know how long the build takes. It feels like a minute. I'll time it next time, if I remember. And tap, tap. And look at that, no crash. So the issue was that we didn't stop the timer. Right, so now we stop the timer and we can tear down all the widgets cleanly, but, oh yeah, and of course the process still doesn't exit. So let's just check that that's actually true. So let's kill the clock. Oops. And see, yeah, so he's still here. He's stuck in select. You know, just sitting in the event loop, selecting. Nothing's ever going to happen. But yeah, that's cool that it works so far. Okay, so then let's go ahead and let's see, what do we do? I guess in GWindow, when we die, then do we have some sort of, we don't track, what do we do? We do. We have it here. How many windows exist? But I guess it would be very annoying if you just exit the window and that means that the program dies. Because like, what if you have other stuff going on? It wouldn't be a very featureful GUI library if it wasn't possible to run with no windows. Like, what if you want to have a terminate and stay resident kind of thing? I mean, not an actual terminate, but, well, you know what I mean. Like, if you want to have a background thing or something that doesn't have a window right now, it might pop up later. So So what's a good way of doing that? I mean, I guess we could tell the window that he's about to close, and then the window can decide. Um, and the window could have something like close app. Um, yeah, so let's do that. Let's have a flag in window. Let's call it exit app close. Exit app. Yeah, exit app on close. It's extremely extremely descriptive, which I like. Yeah. And then in clock clock here, let's say window exit app on close. Hold on. Set exit app on close. Set should exit app on close. I like should here because it makes this getter sound way less imperative. Because if you say like exit app on close, it sounds like you're verbing, like, all right, come on, exit app on close now, and that's not what I want. It's a getter, and should is a perfectly serviceable getter word, I think. All right, should exit app on close. Right. So if that's true, then hide. Let's say a little bit later. Yeah, the main exit. Say like that. And then what do we do? Then we need to have exit and G event loop needs to have a way to exit. How do we exit? I guess we can just post an event, but no, hold on. Let's do it like this. And then we'll say mqueued events.clear. And clear with capacity. I don't need to do a free here. And then we'll say mqueued events.append. And how does this work again? Or wait, no, hold on. Let's just say exit requested true, exit code. There we go. And then say if exit requested and exit code. Yeah, that'll do just fine. Okay, let's see, does this even make sense? I guess we can even do, instead of having this be an infinite loop, we can say while exit requested. It's kind of neat. well, I actually liked it better before. I like this better, yeah, because then you don't have to ever go on. You know that it's an infinite loop, so you never have to go to the end of the loop and see what happens after. Right? So, in fact, we could assert not reached at the end of the loop, at the bottom here, because then we're just never going to get there. Makes it a little bit easier to read the code, I think. Okay. Should I forgot some parens. Yeah, this is an interesting problem here, actually. Or like, I mean, this case here is kind of sad because, like, what if you you exit the event loop, but it's nested? I don't have nested event loops right now, but like, if it were nested, it would be very sad to leak this window. So let's see. Fix me. What if the one support multiple event loops? Fix me. If we exit the event loop, we're never gonna deal with the delete request. So relevant once we use oops. Okay, I mean, I guess I was just editing the. You know what? I'm gonna time make all because I'm interested in that. I guess I don't need to worry about the nested event loop stuff right now, but eventually I'm gonna want to do that. So I'm just leaving a little fix me comment here for that. But I think that this is gonna work pretty okay this way for now. And let's see, how long did it take? 27 seconds. Feels like an eternity. Anyways, let's have a look. Okay. Plop. And, oh, wait, hold on. The clock is gone. Clock. Clock. Very nice. Okay. Then now I guess we should go ahead and spruce up the look of that thing a little bit because it's not the funnest looking guy. Just a red rect. So let's see, what should we do? I guess we can start with I guess we can start with just light gray, fill rect. Let's do fill rect with gradient actually, and we can draw him. Oh, let's even use the. Let's see. How about we can use the button colors from dbutton. What's he using? Shadow color, highlight color. I guess light gray to white. Okay. So that's the start. Not the fanciest, but it's something. Okay. And then we could let's see. Right. Does that thing actually sit where I want it to? I guess I don't have to put that margin there. That's okay. All right. Okay, and then let's go to checkbox because I want to use one of these guys. Check bitmap data. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I want. Don't remember exactly how to do it, but thanks to the magic of copy paste, I can just do this. Close button. Okay, then I guess we should make a slightly more interesting close button than this. It's gonna look a little weird, but you know, it's the thought that counts. Like when something looks kind of okay in the character format, then it tends to look goofy on screen. But let's see. And where we get that thing? Yeah, right here. Let's close button. Oh, I forgot about the most important part. And it was the close button rect. Okay, let's just draw it in glorious black. Wow, look at that. It's totally not at all in the right place. And it's not nearly big enough. So let's go ahead and add, 2 lines to it. So we can do that. And of course, as well. Yeah, how does that look? It's a little goofy, but I'm just gonna go ahead and roll with it for now. But we can go ahead and say close button rect allocation dot move by 2 2. Is that good? X location. Okay. Definitely not the most beautiful button, but plop, plop. Yeah, and GUI test 2 doesn't die because he has that window thing. So let's go ahead and get the GUI test 2. I'm probably going to want to do something differently than this later on, but for now, I'm going to say that this is a decent enough API. Wow, let's use QEMU actually. Okay, and then let's go ahead and close the GUI test 2, goodbye, and close the clock, plop, goodbye. And another terminal. Oops, what am I doing? What does that even mean? Close X. All right, and let's close GUI test 2, goodbye, close the old terminal. Nothing happens. Oh, yeah, because the terminal is not a libGUI application. Right, I wrote the terminal long before this was a thing. Okay, so let's go and see in a terminal. So actually, I would like to have all apps just be libGUI apps. I just didn't rewrite the terminal to be that yet. Window close request. I guess we can just break. And FT is set. Let's just say, I mean, we're in main, so we can just say return 0. Okay, let's just test that it's possible to exit the terminal. Let's set 2 terminals so we can monitor top. Okay. And say goodbye to terminal 1, 2, 3. Oh, we disappeared. How nice. Say goodbye to clock. Say goodbye to the launcher. Plop. Goodbye GUI test 2. And goodbye to you. And there's nothing left. Great. Oh, this is working quite well. So I'm just going to use that beautiful programmer art button for now. Maybe I'll go and make a nice one later, but for now I'm pretty happy with this. So actually, let's look through the patch. Okay. Yeah, there's set exit app on close. It's cool. Adding the window close request, message, and event to the various places. And yeah, this way that we exit the event loop by making a request for it to exit. Always check it at the head of the loop. And all of this plumbing just to get the window close request from the WindowServer to the G window. So much plumbing. Okay, G object stopping the timer when we destroy it. Otherwise, the event loop is going to call us even though we're deleted. And then in G window destructor, we tear down the main widget. And in G window close, we make an exit request if we're supposed to. And close request just gets forwarded to close. Here's that flag dealing with the close request in terminal. And then the GUI test 2, we just set the flag. Yeah, yep. Some more plumbing. And here's our close button rect. The beautiful X. And here we paint the thing and handle the close event. And oh, I guess, yeah, here we should just return if the close button rect contained. because there's no need to pass that thing through. So here, like if the close button swallows the event, then there's no need to let the title bar also handle the event. So that's because otherwise it might like try to start a window drag, and that's not what we want at all. So really what we want is just to we don't want the window to start dragging if we're clicking the close button. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. Then I'm very happy with that. Let's just go ahead and make a commit here, and let's say add a close button to a simple close button. Which does exactly, which does what it sounds like it does. Yeah. This patch exposed some flaws. And G window and G widget. Tear down. Oh, there's just some bugs. Okay. Let's go ahead and push that. Okay, let's not go ahead and push that. Push that some other time. So yeah, but let's recap. So I just wanted to add a close button to my Windows server so that it would put a little X in the top right corner of Windows. When you click it, it's supposed to close the window. And yeah, so I think that the diplomatic solution here that we came up with was pretty good. That the Windows server sends a close request to the owner of that window, and then the app can decide if it wants to close or whatever. But like right now, the behavior that I implemented everywhere was just close. So I think that is pretty cool. I think maybe it's not the most beautiful button I've ever made, but it's not going to stay like that forever. But I'm really happy with it for now. So I think that concludes the video. So I hope you saw something interesting, and if you made it this far, then I thank you for watching, and see you next time.